Всем привет, дорогие друзья, с вами Сол, и мы продолжаем проходить Mass Effect. Что ж, в прошлой серии мы закончили с станции вершина 11 вроде, да? Или 15? Да, 15, вершина 15. И в этой мы полетим на Вермайер. У нас, в принципе, уже есть доступ к финальной миссии. То есть мы можем уже прямо сейчас лететь, выполнять финальное задание, смотреть финальные ролики и прочее. Но все-таки Вермайер это очень важная стадия игры. На ней много что произойдет. Я не хочу его пропускать. Так что мы идем на него. Хотя, возможно, его пропустить и нельзя. А, да, нам нужно сначала найти канал. То есть, в любом случае, на Вермайер нам нужно было отправиться. Ну что ж, мы не против. Ну, может, кто-то из вас против, точно нет. Так, убираемся с Наверии, к черту эту планету, сплошные баги, и ничего кроме багов на планете не было. Можно здесь в цитадель. Нам нужно там что-нибудь? Вроде броня есть. У Ляры броня, конечно, не очень. Ну, хотя нет, давайте... Да, давайте, пожалуй, слетаем. Хочется, чтобы в цитадель залететь. Посмотрим, что нового из ассортиментов в магазине. Если ничего особо интересного не будет, то мы полетим на Вермайер. Так, кстати, мы давно не разговаривали с членами экипажа. Так что я думаю, мы сейчас еще и с экипажем поболтаем. То есть такая серия будет немного на расслабоне. К Лиаре надо обязательно зайти. Мы же все-таки ее мать убили. Еще, кстати, нам персонаж до сих пор ни один не выдал персональный квест. То есть у каждого персонажа есть свое задание. И наши почему-то ребята еще нам не выдали. Ни одного. Так. Экипаж, насколько я помню, у нас вот на этом этаже. Кайден, что скажешь нового?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side.
Я не всем понимаю, о чем он говорит.
Well, my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
А, вот это вот плохо. Помните, у биотиков такие импланты, а у Кайдена старый имплант стоит. Почему бы тебе не перейти на новый?
Ever thought about going back under the knife? Maybe get an upgrade?
No thanks, Commander. One slip and you can't remember your own name. The L2s spike higher anyway. My abilities would drop with pain-free L3s. That'd be a cold day before I turn myself over to a Canadic subsidiary.
Плохие воспоминания?
Got a story there, Olenko?
You know the records about the biotic trading out on Jump Zero? They're all classified because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Canadics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Canadics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
У тебя был плохой учитель? Эксперт?
Get your knuckles wrapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a
О,
Turian.
турианцы людей не любят. В принципе, можно теперь понять.
A real hard ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
Ладно,
We'll
было
talk
приятно
another time,
пообщаться.
Lieutenant.
Commander?
Узнали что-то новое о тебе. Не самое радужное, конечно, но я рад, что с нами делится подобным. Так, у доктора, наверное, ничего нового. Вот, Пиляра. Я думаю, тебе есть что сказать.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Я думал, ты хоть немного расстроен.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her
Стекло
strength.
цвета крови.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Хорошие слова.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
Ты очень внезапно об этом заговорила. Это предложение. Но на самом деле, давайте лучше не будем ее провоцировать, это снова засмущается и прекратит диалог. Как она любит, просто задаем ее вопросом.
You Asari can live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner grows old and dies?
Some unions are a single encounter between two willing individuals, but there are cases where an Asari and her partner choose to remain together. When that happens, we do not focus on the inevitable loss. Instead, we enjoy the time we are given. And even after a partner has passed on, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Черт, это, наверное, потрясающе. Это интригует. Дичь какая-то.
It sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No! Oh no! I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so... reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
Ну и правильно делаешь, не спеши.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106.
Мне всего 100
barely an adult by Asari
Мне всего
standards,
100 лет.
and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research.
Ох
I
уж эти
never really
азари.
thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
В тот момент, когда ты Шепард, и не тебе нужно кадрить Азария, а они сами кадрят тебя.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over.
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
Ну что ж, это было любопытно.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Оказывается, нас Лиара хочет. Хоть и не признается в открытую. Хотя куда более открыто, конечно, не могу представить. Ну что ж, мы ее зарезервировали. Из всех местных девушек в первой части мне она больше всего нравится. Эшли какая-то, не знаю, слишком грубая. Хотя она тоже неплоха. Мне все здесь ребята нравятся. Но Ляра, конечно, это особенный момент.
Commander, good to see you.
Что ты скажешь, Гарус?
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but
Yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I
Солдатские
remember
байки.
the Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Жесть какая.
So what was it?
Both, actually. But it took us a while to figure that out.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Крогинские яйца?
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
Итак, что ж ты предпринял с этим доктором-психопатом?
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Я подозреваю, это была не просто беседа, да, Гарус?
You mean threaten? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
Что за жесть?
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
Больная тварь.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
Да его заложники, это его работники.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Гарус, знаешь, может это жестоко, но я с тобой согласен.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
Это нелегкий выбор. Но ты прав, Гарус. Все-таки, вот, многие могут со мной не согласиться, но эти ребята действительно уже мертвы. То есть их тела — это тупо рассадник органов. Это просто какая-то жесть. Я словами даже не могу передать. Мне кажется, они сами должны желать себе смерти. Это существование, а не жизнь. А этот ублюдок должен был получить по заслугам.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing
Вот-вот,
they
я о
died
том
by
же.
now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Опа-па.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that, but Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Знаете, я, пожалуй, соврал, говоря, что мы в этой серии поедем на Вермайер. Я думаю, в этой серии мы выполним квесты наших сподвижников, по крайней мере, одного из них. Мне кажется, интересный квест, потому что вся эта история. Но я понимаю, почему он вышел из СБЦ. Такому хаотично доброму не место в правительственной структуре.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
Какой-то старый безумец.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be.
Ну и, конечно же, он напал на вас там.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Конечно, Шепард мастер заканчивать разговоры. Но вы поглядите, у каждого из членов нашего экипажа своя история за плечами.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Домашняя?
Your sister, I assume?
Until I get home and kill her. That's Sarah, the youngest. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Sounds like that situation didn't last.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
He's not a zombie, is he?
Шепард, че ты?
You know, from heaven, wherever that is.
Совсем не то.
That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Не, у меня с этим проблем нет.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello,
Слушай, Шепард так все испортил
своими
своими зомби.
Galaxy and not believe in something. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Конечно, это был интересный диалог, но после этого безумного ученого и гибели целого племени Рекса такие-то проблемы. Так, ну и последняя Талия. Давай мы с тобой поболтаем.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
Господи, почему ты весь ничего-то ляпаешь?
I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Saren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find
Да мы
something
на
to
каждой
dig
планете
out.
находим всякую
Yes, but it
любопытную штуку,
cannot just be some
которую можно было
derelict ship my
притащить бы.
people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only
Да,
child.
это тяжелое бремя.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
Ну а если мы спасем галактику от Сарана и его возвращение властелинов этих жнецов, это сойдет за достойный подарок твоей расе?
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen.
Мы
There's
галактику
still
спасем как-то,
millions of
нет?
Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
I should go.
See you later.
В общем, мне очень нравятся кварианцы, весь этот мигрирующий флот. Классная книга была «Восхождение». Там она не совсем про кварианцев, но там очень много им времени уделено. Советую. Так, Шепард, давай. Она продается у нас в России. И есть еще первая книга этого цикла. Только я не помню, как она называется. По-моему, «Открытие». Там про историю капитана Андерсона и Сарана. Сарана, когда он был еще на светлой стороне силы, так сказать. Так, ну что ж. Наконец-таки мы со всеми поболтали, и можно спокойно пройти какой-то маленький квестик. Я предлагаю пройти квест Гаруса. Потому что я считаю, он довольно интересный и короткий. Мы с Гарусом улучшим отношения. На Цитадель прилетели и улетаем с ней. Я гениален. Так, погодите. Так. Необычные данные. Поставки. А где? А, вы доктор? Предупредите доктора. Какие-то вообще странные задания, честно говоря. Видимо, понахватал, сам не заметил как. Вот то, что нам нужно. Гершель, Кеплер. Так. А, вот Кеплер. И здесь Гершель. Наведаешься к этому больному доктору. Так, давайте пропустим. А, ну так нельзя. То, что Гарус не смог сделать, когда был копом, мы сейчас завершим. Федали. Модульный транспортный корабль класса Коулум, разработанный землянами. Помимо стандартного грузового отсека, на корабле имеется несколько модулей для биологических исследований. Владелец. Частное лицо. Доктор Харт. Ну что ж, доктор Харт. Или же Солеон. Мы идем с тобой. Обязательно Гаруса с собой, но я думаю Лиару. Мне кажется, мы всю оставшуюся игру будем таким составом идти. Оружие сразу на изготовку. Возьму на абордаж этот корабль. Довольно зловеще, должен сказать.
Hostile contact.
Подопытный? Это то, во что ты превратил своих работников? Доктор его вообще больной на голову.
Negative contact, Shepard.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy. Please, don't let him do this to me.
Кончай его, Гарус. Не отговорится он.
Put him out of his misery so we can get going.
Gladly. Your days of butchering are over, Doctor.
No! Please! Please!
Hostile spotted! That was satisfying.
Good. Remember that feeling. That's how it should be.
I will, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
Медицинское оборудование Солеона испачкано кровью представителей многих рас. Светло-голубой, фиолетовый, оранжевый и во многих местах темно-красный. Пора возвращаться на Нормандию. Броня на курянку. О, тут много лута. Но очень сложный взлом. Так, у нас не хватает навыка, чтобы взломать. Так, Ляра. Нет, пистолеты плохие. Усилители. О, хороший усилитель. Ну, больше особо-то ничего. Хорошо. Как нам вернуться? Конечно, найдутся люди, которые там скажут: нет, его неправильно поняли, там, не будем убивать его. Но это, по-моему, надо быть реально отбитым человеком. Только в голову кончать его и все. Мясник проклятый. Ну что ж, я думаю, на этом мы данную серию завершим. Она, конечно, оказалась не очень продуктивной. Мы большую ее часть просто болтали с экипажем, но это тоже нужно было делать, чтобы сюжет развивался, чтобы мы больше понимали персонажей. В следующей серии мы точно полетим на Вермайер. Я вам отвечаю, точно полетим на Вермайер. Уж на этот раз определенно. А этот эпизод воспринимайте скорее как филлерный, то есть проходной. Мы его на расслабоне прошли. Но зато разобрались с доктором Мясником, что тоже довольно неплохо. Сделали галактику немного чище. Бр-бр-бр-бр. Заговариваюсь уже, поэтому и прекращаю серию. Так что давайте, когда я отдохну, мы продолжим. Я не буду заговариваться, как обычно бывает. И мы полетим на Вермайер. Уже решать какие-то вопросы с Сараном и с его грязными делишками. С вами был Соул. Всего хорошего. Удачи вам, дамы и господа. Пока-пока.